Hey everyone, what's up? I'm Yash this side, and in this video I'll be going over on exactly how to optimize your location or homepage and leverage it to rank your web page and Google My Business profile. Okay, this would be the last video that you will ever need to watch about optimizing your location or homepage. From optimizing the headers, URLs to putting up entities together, we will be covering every single thing. If you haven't watched the last video in which I went over on how to reverse engineer your competitors' SEO strategy, check that out as well, because that will give you an idea about what headers to use. Okay, also another quick note that we'll be optimizing the page associated with the GMB or GBB, as it holds the biggest chance of ranking or tanking your GMB. If you don't know which page I'm referring to, just go on your GMB profile and you will find a website section up here. Just check which URL you have added here. Okay, so this is the URL that we are gonna majorly optimize as of now, because this is really the main thing that influences GMB ranking. Okay, so what I want you to have before doing the on page is opening your notepad and then first write the primary keywords you're targeting with the page, and then list all the services you're offering and also the service area with their particular zip codes. Here's an example of that. Okay, if you check up here, I have added primary keyword roofer Montclair, services residential roofing, commercial roofing, and some more. Then service area, Montclair, then zip codes. Okay, this is what I want you to do right now. Okay, this could be of your own GMB profile or any of your client's GMB profile that you're trying to rank. Okay, now there are six main thing: URL, H1, H2, H3, and meta title and description, then content on the page. Okay, this sums up the whole on page SEO. Now the very first thing we wanna do is making sure our URL is optimized. Okay, we want to make sure that our URL contains our primary keyword, for instance, emergency dentist Manchester. Although this would only apply if you're working on your location or service page and not your home page. If you check here, this is a location page, and this has keyword, not really a keyword, rather a location in it. Okay, if you check here, it has plain filled in. Okay, so what we want to do is, if you are working on your location or service page, make sure your primary keyword is added there. Okay, now the very next thing is H1. If you're working on conversion and don't really want to add your keyword in H1, you could just decrease the font size of H1 from WordPress backend or whatever CMS that you're using, and add a bigger text that you want to. For instance, this website owner is actually my client. Okay, so here if you see, it's not having our main keyword right here. Okay, but this is not an H1, this is the H1. Okay, if you check here, it has the primary keyword in it, and it also has the H1. You could do the same thing, or you could do the same thing with adding H1 up here in smaller font, and then having a bigger font size of the H2 or whatever word you are trying to have. Now okay, now let's come to H2. Here's our main game. Okay, the very first thing we will do is making sure our primary keyword is present in our first H2. This really helps. I've seen many people adding stuff like, here is our testimonials, here is our service, and those stuff as H2. Those headers don't really tell anything to Google. Okay, what will Google judge about your page on the basis of that particular H2? Instead, go with something like, here about our roofing St. Louis service from real customers, or something along that line. This will eventually contribute to increasing the relevancy of your page. Okay, now here is an example of that. As an H1, I have top rated roofer in St. Louis. As an H2, here about our St. Louis roofing service from real customers. Then another H2, top rated roofing contractor in St. Louis. Okay, I could just change it to and have another word here, because it's precisely same. Okay, so we have then our other St. Louis service. I will be getting into that one as well. So now let's come to our next strategy for on page. Okay, so optimizing the entities in our content is gonna play a very big role. Okay, now just to be clear, it's entities and not titties. Okay, sorry for this lame joke. Let's directly jump into our main content. If any of you don't know what entity is, it's a thing or concept that is singular, unique, well defined, and distinguishable. Okay, in a nutshell, entities can be people, place, or any product. Okay, basically anything which is unique. Okay, Now remember that remember that I said you to write your service area with the zip codes initially. Those are entities as well, and we want to add those in our page. It really helps. Don't miss it out. Okay, what you can do is just add a header called our service area that I have here. See, our service areas, or you could have another one like proudly serving in, and you could add all those zip codes there. Okay, sounds good. Now let's focus on extracting further entities. For this, we are gonna use ChatGPT. Okay, no, don't worry, I'm not gonna sell you another ChatGPT prompt. Just go on ChatGPT, okay, and just write like this: list 20 entities related to XYZ industry. For this one, I have I've chosen roofing industry, and also make sure to write, don't mention any company names, otherwise it's gonna pick those companies as entities and gonna show you. If if you think roofing or any word in your industry is being excessively used, just remove them. And now you can accumulate these information in a Google Sheet and send this to your writer. This is really, really helpful. Okay, and I do mean it. Okay, don't ignore this. Okay, I have actually tested many things using entities and not using them, and I have really seen a big difference in ranking. Okay, now another thing that I said I really want you to do is having something like this, or other St. Louis roofing services. It could be, you could change it to our other St. Louis dentistry services or something similar like that, and you will be adding all the services that you are offering, okay, up there, and you will be then linking it to those particular service pages. This is a great strategy to also put up entities in your content, then also interlink with your respective pages, because eventually you are also trying to rank those service pages. Okay, now don't overlook this. Make sure you are following this one and this one that I said. This is really gonna move the needle. Okay, so yeah, this was all about that I do for on page on my clients, and that really helps. I've also ranked this one. If you check, this website is also ranking pretty good. And yeah, just follow these. You should be at a good position or a good level. And you will even if you are not ranking at the top, you will probably hanging on page 2, page 3, and with a link, or with a powerful link or two, you could just get into the page 1. Okay, so yeah, this was all about this video. I hope you like the video. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will be happy to answer all of them. Till then, bye bye.